Wonder how long that's been a problem. Hello there. How are you doing? Hope you are doing wonderful today. Welcome back to the one tile challenge on Foundation. I couldn't resist coming back to this game and making a second episode on this challenge. You guys seem to enjoy it. I enjoyed making it. So let's get back into it, shall we? We aren't going to bring in anyone else because happiness is as low as it can get right now. People are unhappy about the taxes, but we can't help that. We're still not making a positive income at the moment. I also forgot in the last episode that this actually needs a well. So we need to lob a well down. Right there. Right next to this. So that it can access water because it uses water in order to produce bread. We could just bring this person in and just assign a singular person to making bread. Yeah, you know what? We'll do that. We aren't going to bring in anyone else. There is actually already a spot for house. So maybe they will just assign there. Why do they have to have such big gardens? And we'll just assign that person here to start making bread. That will produce bread incredibly slowly. Let's have a look at the progression. What can we get this? We cannot even afford that. So no. The upside, this is now officially cover our upkeep. So we are taxing, we are making money from taxes now. We also have a stockpile of berries now as well. So berries ain't going to be a problem anymore. Oh, nice. We're producing bread. We have 5 bread. This does kind of call for another market stall, actually. Turn it around. Put it there. Yeah, I can have that one. So we apparently don't have the housing that I thought we had. I was correct in my statement. So I think now we have enough housing for everyone. Yeah, so now we have the housing for everyone. We were one house too short. Typical. Oh, this area is now devoid of trees in air quotes. Okay, cool. So we have deforested that area. We've deforested this area, so now we can just tell them to do this bit. Which also means that this second lumber camp is now essentially meaningless. Those 2 woodcutters that we've just got rid of can go and work in our bakeries. One of them can maybe come and work in this once it's done. Wonder how long that's been a problem. Probably longer than it should have been. I'm also going to pause production on planks just for a little bit because we don't need 70 planks. Kind of hoping in today's episode that we'll be able to start work on the castle. We can build a church, right? Yeah, we can. I think this might be what it meant by services. Yeah, we'll have it like that. And we'll set that to build. And that also means that we can tell this to continue production now as well. Nice. Right. You. There we are. And you are going to sell bread. Our newly produced bread is now being sold to the villagers. Okay. We're starting to actually tend to the needs of the villagers, which is a good thing. It means that the villagers are going to be happier, hopefully, because they're going to have that service requirement tended to. Taxes are still going to be a negative, and they now have refined foods, so there is literally nothing for them to complain about now. I'm just going to get rid of that. It's not completing for some reason. I'm going to get rid of that one as well, because that's not doing anything. Oh, this is getting built. This is actually being constructed. Let's stand here and observe. What's this? Many folks are now looking to settle in Northbury, yet the village struggles to feed the extra workforce. Ask if you could send much needed bread. Cool. We have made a church. The church is churching now. People have that. This is good. I think. Oh, we can now set people as commoners. Now, commoners are better at certain jobs than other citizens. So, for example, this dude would do better at his job if he was a commoner. So what we could do, in theory, is go to the royal book, mandate, and open this, and we can improve people for money. So it costs 20, and it improves them to the next tier. So, for example, we could set our bakers to be commoners, because that would make them better at their job. Now, we aren't going to do any of this, because, well, we don't have the money to do this at the moment, but eventually we will. I really want to start working on a castle this episode, because that will allow us to start upgrading our houses. How happy everyone is! That is an amazing sight. 95% happiness across the board. What a place to live, am I right? How am I even going to build the castle now that I think about it? Like, oh, I want this castle. I don't even know where I'm going to put it. I guess we put it in this. Maybe in this bit, actually. This can be our castle. Really small bit in the middle. I think I just need to bite the bullet and get better lumbering. It hurt to do, but we gotta do it. Mostly for these. So this is mostly so that I can get these little things here. They don't do anything aside from look good, but they give us something called labor splendor, which will allow us to better upgrade our prosperity. We are always in need of more prosperity. I don't have anywhere to store more people. We really need to start working on... We need to get this, which is going to require us to get castles. We're going to do a levy mandate. It's going to tank our happiness a little bit, but it's going to allow us to get castles, which we can then use to get the required splendor in order to get bow warfare. This does also mean castle. We can start building a castle, guys. Okay, so currently we can only build ourselves a wooden castle. It's not great. We're probably going to have our castle in this bit, I think. That's our entrance to our castle. Visitor location can be there. Company rallying location can be there. Because in my brain that makes sense. Yeah, we'll get one of those. Might as well. Obviously, we're going to need people to be able to train. So that can go closer to the castle. Going to have it so that this dude trains in a way where he's just going to be peppering the castle full of arrows, whoever stands there. I mean, we're going to be 99% archers, so we're going to have them overlapping so that this one fires that way and that one fires that way. There we are. We will add this stuff after. We're obviously going to need a barracks. And I think I'm going to. I think we're going to have the barracks be this area for the simple rustic entrance. Okay, I think that's that bit done. Oh, this is a big building, isn't it? This can go... Actually, it's an armory, so it makes sense to have this over here. Yeah, we'll have the armory be where the barracks is. That makes sense. Build all! We have begun the construction of our castle! Okay, we have reached Labour Tier 2. Allows us to get these things. So things like taverns, treasury, bailiff, which we do need technically. That, we need to get that. What was you doing? I don't know who this was. Who were you? I think I've just accidentally and very randomly took someone out. Oh, nice. We just gained a bunch of stuff. So now we have an army. What that's all about. And I'm just not going to bother with it for now. Where's our tax collectors? Both of those can have a promotion. Oh, yes. I'm actually okay with doing this because this is actually somewhat important. I hope that didn't just cost me 50 because that would be insane. But this is going to be important because you need to get decoration, otherwise people are going to start being unhappy. What we're going to do is we're going to put that there. Lights are probably the best thing to add. It's really, really expensive. But we can start laying down where we want them. There we are. So that is where all of the lights are going to go, eventually. Okay. Telling me to increase taxes. Oh, cool. So our new tax collector is able to tax on their own, I think. And the serfs are more willing to pay now. This is good. I think because of the economic situation we're in, we are going to have to do that so that everyone is being taxed relatively equally. But we shouldn't have anyone without houses, which is good. We're slowly getting there. Very slowly, but we are slowly getting there. Housing is insufficient. You had a house. There is more than enough housing. Stop complaining. Okay, so commoners want very specific housing, I see. I think we could turn this house into it. So if we do that, well, that one. Yes! Lovely, my 2 commoners will live in this house. One tile is now a town! Yes! I wonder. Can we make another one of these, like, combat things? On the upside, happiness is going up, generally speaking, with the exception of entertainment and goods, but, update can't do anything about that. When do we get entertainment? It probably comes in the form of, yeah, it probably comes in the form of taverns now I think about it. Which we're not doing tavern stuff just yet. That is probably the last thing we're going to do. Oh, man, this one's so close to being done on the... It is. It's medium density housing now. Let's go. Okay. This is priority because this adds so much space. We can house 8 more people just in those 2 housing alone. That is incredible. It's so good. Oh, this is what it looks like. Oh, that's incredible. Okay, so we can actually start accepting people now. This is wonderful news. Maybe we should be cautious with it, but yeah. Okay, we're going to get down another gathering hut. And the reason for that is I'm hoping that by getting another gathering hut, we might be able to pick more berries. And hopefully we'll have enough food for a while. Can we get food off these? We could buy food as well. I think what we'll do is we'll tell it to buy berries if we're below 30. No. Buy berries up to 20. That way we'll always have a food source. What we're going to do is we are going to get rid of a house or 2 in order to make room for other things. This house and I think this house. what I'm going to do is I'm also going to get this one ready for when we need more commoners. This actually looks like a functioning area now, and I'm so here for it. What does this person want? What do they want? Accumulate 50 wood, and they'll give us 75. We need the money, so I'm going to do that right away, actually. So we could actually do the wall around the outside. We could actually do the wall. Let me know what you guys think. Should we add a wall around our little village, or should we leave it nice and open? Yeah, we actually did build a castle. This is technically a castle. I don't think it's what I was thinking when I mentioned us having a castle, but technically a castle. Can we sell polished stone? Was that a thing that we could sell? It is. We're going to get polished stone, and we're going to start producing that because we just have so much stone available. So we'll plonk this there like that. Build that. We will sell polished stone anything above 20. We might have to levy mandate because we're still... Sorry, gang. We have levied some money, which does mean that the happiness is going to go down, but there's not a great deal I can do about that. Oh no. People are contemplating leaving. Oh no, it's my tax collector. What is wrong with him? Your needs are being met. I literally built you this house. This is bad. This is really not good. How do we make him happier? I know what we can do. Taxes. This is gonna hurt really bad. But we reduce all of the taxes. So everyone is being taxed less. Especially those guys. Build ourselves a tavern. I was hoping to leave this till next episode, but that is not seeming possible. This is going to be where our tavern is going to live. That is going to cost us 10 polished stone, but that's fine, because we actually produce polished stone now. Please don't leave, Mr. Tax Collector. Oh, his happiness is going up. His happiness is going up. This is great. This dude's coming over. He's about to spend a lot of our money. We bought tools. This is going to be a very important building for keeping people happy. But, as you might be able to see in the bottom corner, we are on month 12, week 1, day 3. Which does mean that this is the end of the episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm pretty happy with the direction that we're headed in so far. We finally have medium density housing, so we can house a lot more people, which is awesome. Pretty much most of this is considered medium density now, which is awesome. Our farm is severely lacking, which is why we're thinking of building up a second farm, so that we can manage that. Currently, our economy is pretty much crashing. Our economy is doing terribly. And everyone's living off berries again, so that's not good. So, in the next episode, the plan, we're going to get this here sorted. So, we're going to finish building up the tavern so that we can give people entertainment. They can drink. To make people happy. Thing number 1. And then thing number 2 is I want to start producing this because this is going to be a great source of money. We can just sell it. If we go to the trade section, we can sell 1 polished stone for 3 gold coins, which is a lot better than our 1-to-1 ratio of logs. So that is going to make us a lot of money, hopefully. So yeah, I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please let me know down below. Let me know how you're finding this challenge, if you think this challenge is good, or if you prefer me to move on to other things on the channel. Without further ado, guys, I've been Duckboy. You guys have been awesome. Never forget that. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.